Futurelooks COMPUTEX 2011 coverage is brought to you by Kingston's new HyperX plug-and-play memory kits, NZXT's crafted gaming armor, and Gigabyte's G1 Killer Series gaming motherboards.
Hi guys, my name is David. I work for BitFenix and welcome to our little COMPUTEX display here. First of all, everyone might not have heard about us. We're a new brand, a new company, but we're certainly not new in the industry. We all come from different corners. We worked in different semi-famous companies before, making motherboards, making cases, gaming stuff, working in esports and things like that. Now we've come together, a small team, and we launched our own brand to do cool things. And well, today I'm going to show you some of our new stuff. We already had a couple of cases out last year. They're still on display here. A little later I'm going to show you the new cases we have coming out. But first, some handy accessories. USB 3 is all the rage. The new motherboards are finally coming out with internal USB 3 connectors. So for those of you who bought a case with USB ports, USB 3 ports last year, you probably have to pull the cables out the back of the case and connect it to the back of the motherboard, which is not so convenient and it doesn't look great. So if you have an old case but you buy a new motherboard, you can get this little nifty accessory. It's an adapter cable. You put your USB 3 cables in there, the ones that usually go outside. You connect them here instead, and on this end you have the internal motherboard connector. So no more unsightly cables hanging and dangling out the back of your case. The second USB 3 accessory we're launching is this little boy here. It's a front panel, 3.5 inch. It sits where you would usually put a floppy or a card reader. Again, it's 4 USB 3 ports and 2 of these internal connectors. So if you have a really old case or slightly value case from last year, you buy a new motherboard and you don't, now you want and need the USB 3 ports, he is your friend. These things are shipping right now, they're launched, so they should be available all over the world pretty soon. Here we have our most recently launched baby. This is called the Shinobi. These are actually custom editions that we have on display here. They're available through some retail partners, not everywhere. So, go to your favorite store and complain. Tell them that they should carry this as well. Shinobi is, right now, it's selling for, let's see, in the US market, US dollar wise, 69. 59 and 69 respectively, depending on whether you get the window version or the non-window version. It's the same case inside, it's the fan bundle is a little bit different, and with the window version, obviously you get a window, but you also get tool-free mechanisms. Now, these custom editions, if you're lucky enough to get your hands on a custom edition, you can buy different colored logos, different colored mesh strips to put in to kind of give it your personal colors. So that's a Shinobi. This one is already out. Outlaw here. Outlaw. Okay. We call it the Outlaw because it likes to do things differently. What we did is that we flipped the motherboard tray upside down, so that now graphics cards end up on top, because nowadays the graphics cards are the hottest components. So we want to put them as near the top as possible, because on the top you have 2 12 centimeter exhaust fans. There's also 2 12 centimeter guys pushing air into the case from the front, another 12 in the bottom, another 12 in the back. So things are a little bit upside down here. It's a very small case, but thanks to making it upside down, if you have incredibly long graphics cards, they can go all the way inside these 5.25 inch bays that are much wider than the regular hard drive cage. even for such a small case, there's quite decent cable management still possible, even if the case is not very wide. We kind of tweak that a little bit. That would be the Outlaw. Outlaw is supposed to sell for 39 euros, which would translate to around 49 US dollars. And similarly in Canada. Okay, finally, it's not really a series. It's called Merc, but there's two versions of the Merc, Merc Alpha and Merc Beta. And really, the only difference here is the top panel. On the Merc Alpha, you have top fans, top fan locations, two 12s. You also have two 12s in the front, another 12 in the bottom and in the rear. And actually you can put another two 12s on the side panel as well. Now, why do we do the Merc Beta? Isn't it always good to have more fan locations? Well, some guys, they might want to put this in a school computer room or in a small office somewhere. It's going to be collecting dust for 10 years. Then it might help to not have too many perforations on the top for dust to fall inside. So some customers actually asked for this, so we made it that way. Two versions. If you like more cooling, get the Alpha. If you want to, protect against dust a little bit more, you get the Beta. These are the Merc Alpha and the Merc Beta, and they will be selling for a little bit less than the Outlaw. Euro pricing is 32.90. I believe that will end up around 39 US dollars as well. Okay, we have now moved to another corner of the BitFenix meeting VIP center display room. First I want to show you is this prototype. We're working on a new fan series. Our old Spectre fan series was very much focused on silence, so they're not spinning very fast. They have decent performance, but they're very silent, and that was the main focus. So this time around, we're going to call these Spectre Pro, and this time the focus is completely on airflow. 23 centimeter version. We built a lot of reinforcements into both the frame and the blades. You see on the back of the blades here, we have added structural strength, and that is to avoid getting the fan blades changing shapes while spinning really fast, because that can happen. With this design, not so much. Spectre Pro fan series, and coupled with the Spectre Pro fan series is a prototype we're working on. We hope to have this out later this year. We call it the Recon fan controller. It's a touch panel fan controller where you can do pretty much anything to your fans. You can highlight the fan, you can use the slider to change fan speeds, and also warning temperatures and alarm temperatures that will set off kind of the automatic thermal mode. If your thermal probe reads a too high temperature, that fan will spin up faster until the temperatures go down, and then it will calm down again. You can also set a lot of different presets and customize kind of like different cooling layouts, if you want to call it that. One for sleeping or watching a movie, maybe you want to turn things down, keep it silent, and one for full-on gaming or full-on overclocking. But here's the thing. You're folding at home, right? Or you're overclocking the hell out of your rig. So you might be a little bit worried about temperatures even when you're outside. Let's say you're in school or at work or just downtown hanging out with friends. What you do is you connect to the fan controller over the internet with, for example, your smartphone. I'm using an Android, but iPhones work too. And from here you can fine-tune, you can read all the temperature data from your fan controller at home. You can fine-tune fan speeds and so on, one little step at a time. Or you can fire off the presets that you set up in Windows while you're home. Now follow me here and watch this. This is the 14 centimeter Spectre Pro. So I will, for example, I will enable the full speed mode. I press it and there it goes. It starts spinning like crazy. It spins at 1600 RPM now. Right now we're reading percentage. It's at 100% fan speed. I can change that to RPM. It's actually 1620 RPM, 1680 now, spinning up. Or you can read it as a voltage. I have a half speed preset set up here, and it will jump down to 6.12 volts. And you don't feel it through the camera, but the airflow is kind of like spinning down now. So yeah, on-the-go thermal control. Always know how your computer is feeling, even when you're outside. And that will be the BitFenix Recom. Look out for it later this year. Okay guys, that's it from BitFenix, COMPUTEX this year. Follow us on Futurelooks, follow us on our website and all our social medias, and yeah, there will always be news from us. So thank you for checking in, stay cool, and I will see you later.